My name is Sign with Shines, and I'm going to report about things that only exist in Switzerland. Every house has a bomb shelter. By law, every house in Switzerland or near the house must have a bomb shelter. In the event of a nuclear war, all the inhabitants of this country will be saved. The bomb shelter has water, food, electricity, and air. Every resident of Switzerland knows where the bomb shelter is and will quickly run to it in case of danger. And sports that are not found anywhere else in the world. For example, in Switzerland, rays are held in bathtubs. There is also the Onsen scheme, which regional Guinea can understand. That you need to hit the puck with a stick and all the others players do not understand what they are doing. Mountains and galaxies. Switzerland have more than 200 mountains, more than 3 kilometers height. You can meet the sunrise at the top of a giant glacier or enjoy the beautiful sensory and fresh air. Sensorians emerged from canal. Every home and every kitchen has a sensorian. Swiss people love these sensorians. They add it to all dish, breads, soups, and meat. It is all restaurants and at home it lies next to salt and pepper. The compared richness of Switzerland. Switzerland is a very well prepared for a military conflict. She has a good army. Every house has a bunker, and all the bridges, roads, and railways are filled with explosives and are ready to explode at any moment, such as a strike will be implemented in the event of an attack. The Large Hadron Collider. The famous Large Hadron Collider is located in Switzerland. This is the world's largest tunnel, 27 kilometers long, near the city of Geneva. It conducts non-cool research and makes scientific discoveries. Dams are dams of amazing beauty. There are many rivers and lakes in Switzerland, so the Swiss built many hydroelectric dams. 60% of electricity in Switzerland is provided by hydroelectric power plants. These structures amazed with their beauty and engineering achievement. Each village had its own language. In Switzerland, each neighbor's village has its own dialect. Residents of different cities hardly understand each other. To make life easier for people, teaching in school and publishing newspaper is carried out of German. In Ukraine's vending machines. In Switzerland, there are Ukraine's vending machines that are not found anywhere else in the world. For example, in Switzerland, a cheese vending machine is popular. There is also vending machine selling milk and eggs, fondue making machine, and many other Christmas machines. Great sweets and caviars. Every year after the end of winter, the whole country plunges into unrestrained fun and festivity for several days. Tens of thousands of people dress up in carving work costumes and makes and takes to the streets of festive progressing. Each city has its own big arena with orchestras, refreshments, and mass and training.
My name is Nam Krishnalai, and today I will present about 10 things that exist only in Japan. Number one is square watermelon. Japanese farmers grow them in special containers to get the shape. They are pretty expensive. People don't buy them as food, but rather as a decorative item. And number 2 is ramen noodle bag. This may sound crazy to many people, that the Japanese believe, but the Japanese believe that soaking in such bed is good for the skin. And number 3 is fake food. They make this kind of food from plastic or wax, and it looks just as delicious as that the real one. Number 4 is the rabbit island. Back in the 40 years, scientists brought a number of rabbits to Okunoshima Island to do some tests. And later on, the animal will free and start to multiply. Number 5 is umbrella parking lot. Before going inside the building, you can park and lock your umbrella just like you do with your bike. So you wouldn't make a pattern on the floor if your umbrella is wet. And number 6 is they have millions of vending machine. Japan has more than 5 million of them. Japanese vending machines are not just for snack and soda. You can buy from live lobster to underwear in this machine. And the 7 is polite loving. In many other countries, loving is considered rude. In Japan, it's a way to show your appreciation of the dish. If you don't love when you eat noodle, then the chef will think that you don't enjoy the food or that is cold. And number 8 is number 4. It's common for Japanese culture to avoid the number 4 because it's considered to be very unlucky. That's why some buildings don't have a fourth floor. And number 9 is blue traffic light. They use a blue color instead of green for traffic lights. And the number 10 is a robot run hotel. They meet the guests, clean the room, carry luggage, make coffee, and they can even smile. Yes, thank you.
My name is Obed, and today I'm going to talk about 10 facts about Australia. Number 1. Australia is a continent and a country. Australia is a continent which contains mainland Australia, Tasmania, and smaller surrounding islands. It is also a country. It is the only country in the world that covers a whole continent. Capital of Australia is Canberra. Although cities like Sydney and Melbourne may be better known, the capital of Australia is Canberra. The biggest city in Australia is Brisbane. Number 3. Kangaroos only exist in Australia. Australia is the only place in the world where kangaroos exist in the wild. There are over 50 million kangaroos in Australia, with the number growing every year. Number 4. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the biggest reef system in the world. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the biggest coral reef system in the world. The reef includes more than 3,000 reefs and 900 islands. The Barrier Reef is home to over 350 species of corals and over 1,500 species of fish. Unfortunately, due to climate change, much of the reef is damaged and is losing its color due to coral bleaching. You can find out more about how climate change is changing coral reef here. Australia is split into 8 states. New South Wales has more people than any other states. 65% of country's population live in New South Wales. Number 6. Australia is home to some dangerous animals. When people think of Australia, they often think of the dangerous spiders and snakes that live there. Australia is home to the world's most venomous snakes and inland taipan, as well as tarantulas, the box jellyfish, and the blue-ringed octopus. Number 7. Tasmania is part of the continent of Australia. Tasmania is about the same size as the Republic of Ireland. 500 people live in the island of Tasmania, and the island has lots of nature and national parks. Number 8. Due to climate change, Australia is suffering from many bushfires. Bushfires in Australia are a whisper and regular occurrence. However, due to climate change, they're becoming more regular. Bushfires happen when fires happen in Australia's dry forest and spread rapidly. Lots of animals are dying because of bushfires. Number 9. Australia was discovered by European explorers in the 17th century. Australia was first discovered in 1606. Of course, the Aboriginal people who lived there knew it existed, so using the word discover is an old-fashioned way to explain this. However, Europeans had never found before this date, and it was only after 1606 that it began to appear on maps. Indigenous Australians have lived on the continent for over 6,000 years. These people are called the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today, they make up a small percentage of the Australian population. Thank you.